So come back. Oh no, it's that. Let's go. Na 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 na.
So, guys, we wanted to talk about our amazing trip.
Well, you gotta start off from the last episode.
Oh, my
Because
birthday.
they saw you crying at the table and stuff. You know how she against crying?
I'm not against crying.
Yes, you are. You don't let none of your friends cry.
That's not true.
You don't let me cry.
Why are you telling this?
When have you ever let me cry?
Every day. You can cry whenever you want to.
You've never seen me cry every day.
He doesn't cry every day. That's what I'm saying.
Because she won't let me.
That's not true.
She literally got 2 rules. Don't cheat on me and don't cry.
That is not true. That's not true. I don't just have 2 rules, okay? And that's not true.
You got 1 rule. Really is really 1 rule. Don't cry. I can't cry.
You can cheat on me though?
All I'm saying is you talk about me not crying more than anything.
But listen. So let me just set this up, guys. Never in my life have I ever gone out of the country with a significant other than Sean. And I have never gone out of town or out of the country with a significant other without it being attached to my family or to work. So, and I'm 50. So this trip was amazing. The surprise of it, even the thought of it, when I read the card, all these emotions were coming up. I don't think that he really understood, he meaning Sean, I don't think that he fully understood the depth of that emotion. Did you understand that? Let me ask you that. Did you understand?
No, I understood something else.
What did you understand?
Well, okay, remember, all right, so it's a lot. So the thing is, I am learning how to detach and release. And when you detach and you release, things usually come to you quicker, or they come to you when you least expect it. You put the request, you stay in the position of receiving, but you don't try to figure out how it's gonna get into your life. So when she turned 40, we weren't together yet. We knew each other, but she had a birthday party here in Atlanta, and she like shut the whole city down. It's like the mayor was involved. It was like midgets jumping through fiery hoops. It was a whole thing. Babies, cats. It was all kind of crazy stuff, just nuts. So it was a huge thing. So she was like, and this was like last year, right? Or maybe beginning of this year. You was like, oh, I'm turning 50. It's about to be on and popping.
Yes.
And she was trying to make it happen to where we were going somewhere. We were trying to figure out, or you were really trying to figure out where you was going to celebrate your birthday. Mm-hmm. She went to every island.
Maldives,
all
every
over.
place.
She was all over the place, and she was really trying to make it happen. We was trying to set it up with some sponsors. It was a whole thing. So she kept trying to make it happen. And if you recall, when we had that conversation at my, what you call little table, my big, thick, long table, that we kind of butted heads on because her expectation was, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm turning 50 and somebody need to be goddamn celebrating me.
That's basically in a nutshell what it was.
Right. Yes. So she was frustrated. She was a little bit coming at me. A little bit. You can admit that.
Yeah, I can admit it.
She was coming at me. She was coming at me like, motherfucker, what you gonna do? I mean, she didn't say that. But that was the energy she was on. We are really sensitive to people's energies, how they roll, like all of that. So it wasn't like no like knockout, drag out fight. It wasn't like nothing was elevated. I just felt the energy behind it, and it was a thing. So yeah, so I felt a bunch of stuff, but one of the main things I felt was, don't put that on me, Ricky Bobby.
Right.
Because you have to let me express to you how I want to celebrate you on that birthday. Like, you don't come tell me what I'm going to do for you. Like that, it don't work like that. That's how I felt. So I felt like, I didn't feel right with that. So we had a talk. She kind of self-reflected. She apologized for coming at me all crazy. Like, you ain't coming at me crazy, but your perspective was not in a high frequency.
No, it wasn't, and it was about expectations. And what we know about expectations is that that's a horrible disease. You should never have an expectation in regards to what you believe that somebody should do for you.
Facts, 100%. And then even to take that statement further, you shouldn't even really be too locked in on expectations in your own life, which means getting so fixated on something to where your higher self can't speak to you, your source can't speak to you.
You can't hear it.
You can't hear nothing but this. It's like a rabid dog. So we got past that, and as it started to draw near to her birthday, she had an opportunity to do this movie with Jamie McCoy, right? Jamie, and it was a great opportunity. She was able to work with her sister. She was able to go out of town. And then from this situation that kind of snowballed, like some other things popped off, the thing in December.
Yes.
All of that was kind of connected. All that was kind of connected. So it started flowing. She tried to move the movie, which no one ever does.
Well, yeah. Well, because Jamie is the executive producer of the movie, I asked her what the actual film dates are.
Right.
Or the dates that she actually needed me for.
Right.
So, but she, how, well, a lot of people may not know, but when you plan a movie, there are days that has to be locked in because you lock in locations and all that. So she couldn't move it, and she really tried.
Yeah, she tried. She couldn't. So it was all love. So that happened, and she was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna go work. I'm gonna make this money, blah blah blah." So she at some point released it.
I did.
And when I mean released it, like, she was like, "I'm not expecting nothing. I'm not like wanting nothing. I'm not asking nobody for nothing. Yeah. I'm just gonna live my life and be in a thankful place and a receiving place." So as all of this was going on, so she was down there filming the movie. Just so happened, I came in on the 16th, which was a Saturday, and you got your surprise birthday from Jamie.
From you and Jamie.
Yeah, me and Jamie.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So we had the party. Y'all saw that in the last episode. So in her heart, because she had released it, she was basically like, "Oh, me flying down there, me taking her to dinner, hanging out, us having a good time and doing whatever we was going to do was her birthday present."
And I was good. I
mean,
she
was good. She wasn't even tripping.
To me, it was perfect. Like, this is amazing.
We went to Maestro's.
Yeah.
We went to Maestro's. She wanted to go to Maestro's or whatever.
We went to 48, Steak 48.
Steak 48.
Delicious.
Go to Steak 48.
Joey's, that was delicious too.
Joey's.
Did we go to Joey's? No, that was me and the girls that went to Joey's.
You got me confused with a bunch of women?
No, I'm just saying we had such a good time. I mean, it was the entire time with me being in Houston was an amazing time, is what I'm saying. It was no worries. I released everything. It was just
it wasn't no trip.
Free. No,
she's in good place, good space. So as all of this was happening, like for me, there were other festivities that people had planned for you, and they were like trying to get me to, I ain't gonna say trying to get me, but they were like connecting with me, trying to get this whole thing, and I was like,
you told them not to do it.
I told them don't do it. I said, don't rush it and don't try to make it happen. Don't get me misconstrued. I'm not saying don't do work, but I'm saying if you keep If you keep bumping your head on something and it's not working, and you trying to figure out other routes and those aren't working, it's time to take a step back.
Yeah.
Because life should not be hard like that. You should be following your passions, making sure like your family is good, like do work, like plan, like walk in wisdom, like do what's smart, but don't try to move a mountain with human strength.
Right.
The things that you cannot do, your source can do or is doing if you allow it to do it.
And to listen to your source. Because if you take a beat, it'll say, don't do this right now.
Yeah, 100%.
Hold on, wait.
100%. And the more you meditate, and I don't mean to bring this back up, but the more you meditate, the more you refine that still small voice. It's so big, it's so vast, but it's so quiet. Yeah. And once you tune into that, then you begin to walk in a more relaxed, comfortable, and successful and confident way. So whatever. So all this is going on. As she has let it go, she's filming the movie. I'm getting dealt with because I'm like, well, not dealt with. I'm like, I want to do something really good for her. I know we've been talking about taking a vacation for a long time.
We have.
And we also been talking about going out of the country. We also was manifesting it. We was all, remember times I'll be like, just imagine yourself on the beach or imagine yourself here or blah, blah, blah. We on the plane, first class, going blah, blah, blah. Like we would just talk like that. So as we was, and this has been like a year and some change or whatever.
Yeah, it's been a while.
So I try my best not to make moves with stuff unless I have complete peace with it. Like I don't want to force nothing. I don't want to try to make nothing happen. I just life that for me is better that way. Stuff just falls in the line. You walk into blessings. You bless other people. Like it's a whole thing. So for me, as her birthday was approaching, I knew that I wanted to do something nice for her, which was take her on a trip somewhere. Now, I was looking all over. I was like, man, Jamaica, well, that's too close. Not too close, but I mean, everybody go to Jamaica. That's like going to Greenbrier Mall.
It is.
It's like, even though Jamaica dope.
It is. No, but listen, Jamaica's amazing.
Yeah, no, shouts out to Jamaica.
Jamaica's amazing. We love Jamaica. It's just...
And we still going to Jamaica.
Yes, but you wanted to take me to a place that I've never been and that you've never been and that
Facts.
we could experience together.
Facts.
That was important.
So, because she been all over the world, and it was really few places.
Just a few.
Right. So I'm going down the list. She's like, yeah, I went there, I've been there, blah, 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 whoopty whoop, all stuff. So I'm like, all right. I knew she hadn't been to Bali, however you want to say it. I knew she had never been to Indonesia, but she had been to Jakarta, which is right.
Jakarta, Indonesia. Well, both places are in Indonesia.
Right.
I've been to Jakarta, but I've never been to Bali.
All right.
Two different places.
Two different places. Yeah. One is a place, and Bali is, you all right?
Yeah.
Much more the vibe we wanted to go to.
Yes.
So, I even looked at Dominican Republic. You've been there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I looked all over the place. I'm like, man, I'm gonna find out. So just asking around, hinting, minor conversations here and there. Boom, it was Bali. So I'm like, cool. Let me find a place. So I went and got a really nice villa on the beach, North Bali. And I'm like, this place is dope. I really hope it's gonna look like that when we get there. Praise God, it did. It was like exactly, and it was dope. It was dope. So that's the backstory to like her, you know, that surprise for her. So as it came up, I already got the Airbnb because I saw the days just like leaving. And I'm like, we got to lock this down. So I locked it down. And then if you don't travel, then you're not going to know that most of the time when you go to like clear across the planet, them tickets be insane.
Higher than a giraffe's coochie.
Like crazy.
High.
So we locked down the flights.
Well, we're missing the whole part. We going fast.
All right.
So
let's go slow.
Okay. At dinner, when Sean presented me that card, I have to really break down my emotions. because it was so many different things. First of all, no one's ever surprised me like that before ever in my life. So that was the thing.
You really got no surprises.
No.
Like all the dudes that you dated,
no.
I'm not gonna say they bums. I'm never gonna like say that about another human because they my brothers.
I've never had that. You know.
You got surprises, but they weren't good surprises.
Right. They weren't edifying.
Right.
And I've always been a giver. So when you presented that card to me and I read it and you told me and it said clearly to turn the card around.
Yeah.
And I read that, happy isn't even a big enough word for how I was feeling. I was filled with gratitude as well. So, and I was excited. It was a lot. Great things, but it was a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it felt good to know that you wanted to celebrate me in your way, but the fact that you wanted to celebrate me.
It had to get done. It had to get done.
It's amazing.
50 is an important age. You know, none of us know how long we gonna be here.
That's another thing.
That's a whole nother thing.
That's another thing.
Okay.
I mean, you know, Tracy almost made it to 51.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So that's why I was saying my whole birthday of turning 50 was more than just about me turning 50.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Tracy almost made it to 51. Almost. But she didn't. She was 50.
Yeah.
You know, and on my last birthday, when I turned 49, I was with Tracy on my birthday.
Facts.
So it was a thing that I couldn't really put into words at that particular time because so many different emotions were happening.
Yeah.
That I couldn't really, it wasn't settled into me being able to articulate it. So now I can articulate why all of that was.
Yeah, and I'm sure, you know, as time goes on, you know, as you unpack just things, like it'll probably be more emotions or thoughts you maybe had in that moment that you didn't realize or whatever, or that whatever. But yeah, that's what happened. So after that dinner, we she went and told everybody on the set, and everybody was like,
I showed them the card. I didn't even tell them. I said, read the card.
Oh, that's what you did.
Read the card.
All these motherfuckers coming to me, bro. I'm like, everybody calm down.
But it was amazing. It's like most of the people that were on the set, like Jamie, and of course Trina and Brayley and Sky, they've been around me for a minute, for a long time. Of course, Trina, all her life. But they understood and they've seen the things that I've gone through in my life.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Not that they were there with me holding my hand, but they've seen me go through things. And they were like, it's about damn time. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
That's how they were feeling. They were really genuinely excited and happy for me.
Gotcha. No, I would have been too. Well, I was. So back to so we locked. Well, I locked down on the time.
Mm-hmm.
I locked down on the location. Mm-hmm. The next thing was the flights. So now, like I said, yo, when you pull up a flight on Delta.com and you be like, hey, from Atlanta or LA or wherever to Bali, the prices are stupid.
Way.
I mean, like buy a car.
Yes.
Down payment on a nice house.
Yeah.
Investment in some property. Like it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
So I was like, I mean, I wasn't tripping, but I was just kind of like, again, right. No. I go by piece. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I ain't paying that. We getting there how we want to get there, but I ain't paying that.
Right.
So I contacted my personal travel agent that knows how to navigate all these airlines, all the tickets. I mean, everybody uses her. Trina uses her. Tony uses her. Tony's kids uses her. Miss E uses her, and that's her.
This is me.
Yeah. Everybody call her. They be like, I got a flight out, blah 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 blah. Tamar too.
True.
Whole
Everybody
night.
does. Everybody everybody.
Bro.
They need to change the ticket. How can they do this?
Bro.
Yeah, it's true.
Everybody.
It's true.
So I was like, all right, honey, we about to get over there. You know, we need to find a way.
You were like, these are the dates.
These are the dates.
And you left it up to me, and you trusted
that
I would find.
Right. So,
and I did.
Right. So, them shits was up here. I mean, it's still a lot.
It was here. It was here. If you can see my hands. It was here.
Yeah.
We got it. Here.
Man,
it was the middle.
Raise that bitch a
it
little bit higher.
It was the middle. I'm going to tell you why.
Okay. Well, I didn't see it that high.
I did.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. So,
right?
so half.
Half.
Okay, half. Half is still a lot though. But I'm not saying
thankful.
No, but here's the thing. Number one, I had it. We had it. And then number two, well, I had it because it was my gift.
Right.
So, you know, I like to include us on our whatever, but that's a whole nother stuff. But so number one, we had it. I had it to give. And then number two, like I said, I only move with peace.
Yes.
So when I saw that first, and I'm like, we getting there, but I ain't paying that. Right. I already knew however we was going, because I contacted another travel agent. She was not on my frequency. She didn't get it.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah, it was crazy. It's all good. But you know, I'm thankful for doors that are closed in my face or things that don't work. Cause I'm like, that's cool. Like,
thank you.
It's something better that the universe is taking me to. So I wasn't tripping. So when you found these flights, I was like, on the phone, I was at the flying field. I said, book them right now.
Yeah.
Book them.
Yep.
So we booked them. And then that was it. Not that was it, but that was the major part of any trip that when you going over to Asia or you going over to
anywhere across the pond, it's going to be a thing. Yeah,
when you hit China, like Korea, Bali, Indonesia,
any place,
Japan, all that's right here.
Yeah,
and that's clearly on the other side of the earth. It's literally like you got to go to the other side. So that's the major.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah,
and I felt complete peace with it.
You said it.
So I was like, boom, let's go. So once she got done with the movie, you was home for about a week or some shit.
Yep.
It wasn't long. So the dates that she gave me at the dinner was, all right, I want to go here. So I'm like, boom. So we got everything straight. We went home. We got packed up. We got some brand new suitcases.
Yes, he did.
She wanted some. She's trying to do suitcase covers. I'm like,
I was like, we could just do suitcase covers. They're gonna get banged up. But I have to admit, these suitcases that he got. Thank you.
You're welcome. Dope. So
we got a lot of compliments.
Oh yeah, people just strangers. Oh, some nice bags. Whoop, whoop. We like, thank you. So yeah. So what happened after that?
So then you got the suitcases.
Yeah.
And then we just started packing up. We just started packing.
Right.
Because we didn't have much time.
And then we had that thing, it's Power in Loving Yourself retreat.
The day before we were leaving.
It wasn't even a day. It was like the night. It was like hours before.
Yes.
So
that was on Saturday, and we were leaving on that Sunday.
Sunday morning.
Yeah.
So we got on the plane, and for me, most of the time, people look at traveling like on an airplane or whatever. How traveling is, they look at it as the trip don't start until you get to your destination. My trip started when I left the house.
Yes.
So I like to take full advantage of all the amenities. I'm looking at the plane, like looking at, okay, where's our seats gonna be? What comes with that? Like
going to the Sky Lounge.
Yeah, all the premiere stuff. So yeah, of course she always go to the Sky Lounge. But we went, of course. Traveling to me is fun. And I like it. So the plane ride was dope. Well, it was only one. Well, all of them was dope. there was just one airline that is not as good as Delta or Emirates or Virgin.
Well, you can never put Emirates in the same as
Facts.
anything else.
Right.
It's Emirates and then ...
Then everybody else.
Dot.
Facts. So that was how it transpired. That's the backstory of how the trip happened, from the idea of it to us actually getting on the plane. But
I was so excited. Well, I'm still in awe and in a thankful space. I think I thank you almost every day.
yeah, it was crazy. I was like, all right, nigga, goddamn.
I know, but still, it was just, I was filled with gratitude.
Yeah.
Like, I was filled with gratitude.
And we had a host of first times together.
Yeah.
You had never been snorkeling before.
No.
We went snorkeling before. We went we slow danced to a band for the first time. I mean solo. Like, we've danced before, but this is the first time it was like, all right, I told these people to come here and play for us, and then we danced by the pool and stuff on the bottom. It was a whole thing. But that was a first. We had never been to a waterfall like that before.
Never.
We had never been to everything was a first. It was the first time we have you ever rode on a scooter before?
No.
Nah.
No.
We was riding on scooters in Indonesia, Bali, like on the other side of the road. But we gonna get to that.
Y'all gonna see all of
Y'all gonna see
wonderful
everything.
moments.
We went to temples. We went to the monkey temples. We had amazing food. And then I was like, well, honey, we stopping back off in Korea. Let's go ahead and double down on this. And
that was easy.
And it was easy. I got us a tour. I got us tour guides.
You set everything
I
up.
set everything up. I got the hotel, which was amazing. Shouts out to Sofitel, South Korea. Man, that's a whole thing.
It's
but
amazing.
Yeah, all of it was good. And we're gonna take you on the trip. We're gonna take you on that whole thing. But we ain't got enough time right now. So we'll release that episode next week. But this is how it all started. Any last words?
Just thank you.
You're welcome.
Can you not do that face?
What about this?
You know I don't like that face.
Okay. She like it sometimes.
Come back, please.
Get your hands off me. No, I'm just joking. That's funny. That's a great laugh.
Thank you. So, no, really, thank you.
You're welcome.
I really
You know I mean you're welcome, so that means you don't have to say thank you again.
I know. It's just, even just thinking about the whole experience, I mean, that's a lifetime of amazing memories. So, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so next week. Got any last words?
Last words.
Last words. All right.
So come back. Oh no, it's that. Let's go. Na 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 na.
Okay, so remember I told you that David was in town.
David.
Dr. David Johns.
Who is this?
You know David.
Okay, I do. Go ahead.
So, he was in town and he was like, sis, sorry.
He's making mic
Oh,
noise.
sorry. He was in town and he was like, sis, I hadn't seen you and you just had a birthday, so we have to do dinner.
Yeah.
And I said, okay. So I had to stop by Keon's first and I was kind of rushing.
Who is Keon?
Cakes by Keon, you know Keon.
I don't know nobody today. Go ahead.
So
All right, go ahead.
I was in a hurry. I was like rushing because I just took the kids grocery shopping. Remember that?
Right.
And
Kids? What kids? I said I don't remember nobody today.
nobody, huh?
Okay.
The children.
Oh, them two niggas I saw today.
Yes.
In the kitchen. Gotcha.
Yes.
All right, cool.
So they wanted to go food shopping because they were like, y'all have been gone for a long time and it's time to go food shopping. And they were right. It was time to go food
for
shopping.
sure.
So we went food shopping. We came back. They helped me put all the food away, which was amazing.
They never do that.
They never helped me put it away. They'd take it out of the car.
Did you ask them?
No, they just helped me.
Who did it first?
Braxton.
Of course.
But Brooke was helping.
Of course.
Like, she wasn't just a little bit helping.
Yeah.
She was really helping.
So if we doing a family project on the helping scale, it's either me and Towanda up top, Brax, and then Brooke is always last. I mean, a distance last. I mean, like...
She wasn't a distance
Like
time.
moving a finger like 2 miles an hour.
Or one bag of chips. It wasn't that. She helped. She and Braxton, I mean, it was like
she was putting
equal.
up groceries like this?
No, it was equal across the board. All three of us.
That's
dope.
Great.
Yeah.
That's new.
Right? It was
y'all
amazing.
y'all didn't invite me, huh? See how they do
That's not
me?
true. That's not true. He was in his own bubble.
A bubble of blessings.
That too. So, I grabbed the boot. I was like, okay, it's kind of cold outside because it's getting kind of cold.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I'm gonna wear my boot, right? So I pulled these boots out, right? A little classic that I got from Neiman's, right? And I went into my little cubby and I was like, I need to find my other boot. I can't find my other boot. So I saw another black boot. So I just grabbed it out and I put it on. I came downstairs. I said bye to him, let him know I was leaving. So I'm in the car and I'm going. Go to Keon's, talking to the people because he had a little event. And then I left Keon's and went to go meet David. And then I had to walk up some stairs, right? To the restaurant. I was like, what is wrong? Like, what is wrong with my foot or my knee? I thought something was going on with my knee. I just ignored it. I was like, maybe my body's sore. Something. Go sit down, have dinner. Well, had drinks because that place was terrible. Right. Then we left there to go to another place, and I noticed again. I'm like, what is going on? I didn't even think to look down at my shoes. I didn't even look down at my shoes one time. So finally, we had a good time. Came home, and I came downstairs because you were at your little table.
My little table?
Your little table.
My table ain't little.
You're right.
Shouts out to big tables. Shouts out to big tables.
He was at his big table.
Real big, long table. Thick, very thick, long table.
You finished?
A little bit. Go ahead.
And I was taking my boots off. So I unzipped one and took one off. And I was unzipping the other one and took it off. And I said, oh, I cannot believe I wore 2 different boots. Clearly, 2 different boots. And it just so happens that when I pulled this boot out, it was the right boot on my right foot. So I wouldn't have known, you know what I mean?
Sure.
It wasn't opposite or...
So
I wore different boots. So the heel is different. See? The heel is different, clearly. So that's what I was feeling.
So, like, if you could kind of guess what age you learn what foot to put what shoe on. If you had to guess, what
2.
2? Okay.
3 max.
Okay, so you thought you had a bad knee.
Yeah, something was going on with my knee, my foot, something.
And then one of the girls at Keon's like little gathering was like, yo, Towanda got on 2 different shoes. And he's basically like, shut your ass up. You don't know what you're talking about. She really had on.
I really had on
2 different shoes.
Boots. For real.
Yeah.
That's the first time that's ever happened to me.
I don't believe that's true.
When have I ever done that with you?
Many times.
I have not.
I just never say nothing.
I've never done that.
I figure that's what you stars do.
That's what the girl said to Keon. But never in my life have I ever done that before. So now I'm just going to make sure that I pay special attention to my shoes. I'm going to make sure I look, because I didn't look. I just put it on. You know, when you're rushing.
I like the left shoe better, though. With the buckles, like a Michael Jackson beat it type situation.
Puss in Boots.
Puss in Boots.
Mm-hmm. Puss in Boots.
Why'd you point to your vagina off camera?
Yeah. I don't believe nothing
y'all be thinking it's me.
It is him.
Y'all always think it's me, but it's her.
It's him.
It's totally her.
It's totally him.
Remember you was talking about in the last episode?
When?
You remember?
No, what?
The last scene you was talking about, I'm going to be in some Dr. Coochie. Remember that?
I said that?
No, you don't remember today. That's cool. Oh. She said that. But she never says the word coochie. She never.
Don't know what he's talking about.
You never say the word coochie. She says another word. It starts with a P. She says that a lot, probably more than me. And if you know me and you're a good friend of mine, you know I might have a foul mouth. Do you know what this word is?
I don't.
You just said it.
I did not.
You said a word and then your boots. Blank and boots.
Cat and boots?
Right. See what I have to do with? All right.